Wina mai hoki mai ki tēnei te wahanga para koe here te Ripatani for the part. Tara, nā, no mātou te wai mari no mātou anō hoki te maringa nui. Ko hono mai te tehi o ngā kaimahi o Te Kohao Health I tēnei ki o ngā ata, ki te kōrero tahi ai ki a tātou. E pāana ki te kaupapa ma te ko whiori, ka mutu I tēnei o ngā kaupapa e kia nei, ko Healthy Families anō hoki ne. Ka tirohia tātou I tēnei wā, anei a Kiri Lee, ko hono tahi mai. Kiri, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here today.
We're excited to have you as well.
Hi, Arno.
All right. So how's things been going at Te Kohao Health? I'm picking it's been very busy, especially over the last week or so.
It's been very busy. You may be aware we've been getting ready for our launch today. So we're very excited about that. And of course, we've been working on our first project, which is a simple app. Designed to get whānau out there walking.
And, all right, so that's the Healthy Families kaupapa, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so what is Healthy Families? People might ask, what is Healthy Families? Well, Healthy Families is a systems change approach to the way we do things, where we live, learn, work and play. So we're very excited to be able to deliver this kōrero today.
Yeah, absolutely. Because one of the biggest things that we found out during this whole COVID pandemic over the last couple of years, that if you have comorbidities, then you're more likely to have a serious reaction to COVID. But I mean, Healthy Families, getting out there, doing the hikoi, doing the exercises, this can also help battle the illness as well, yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it starts with something as simple as getting out there and walking. And you might ask, how do we encourage people or communities to get out there and go walking? And the way Healthy Families has done it is we've created the simple app called Beat the Feet to 1 Million Steps. And what we've done is we've incentivized walking by creating challenges for whānau, staff, partners, and our community to get involved and come in and challenge one another to reach 1 million steps.
That's fantastic because, I've got a couple of tamariki who are playing league right now, but they want to get driven to training. I'm like, going, come on, it's only just like 500 meters down the road, man. Come on, get your hikoi on. Now, one interesting fact that I, during my training years as well, although I'm not doing as much as I should be now, was that walking, you actually lose a lot more weight walking than you do running, because running is all about your cardiovascular type of training, and walking actually helps drop that weight, yeah?
This is true. Absolutely true. And it's simple. We spend most of our working days, most of our working hours on that and take advantage.
Yeah. So, okay. I know a lot of people got the Fitbit and all of that as well. And then they do a whole lot of stuff. I know some people who cheat and give it to their mate to go walking around and then put the phone back out, put it back on as well. What's some of the incentives that you got there for our whānau as well?
Yeah, so what we do is in the app, you can, one of the incentives is, of course, for the community to be able to win prizes. So we have an array of prizes. We also have the Healthy Families Trophy. So partners, staff, organisations, communities have an opportunity to nab that Healthy Families Trophy and take that home. And of course, you've got bragging rights.
Yeah, that's right. Got to have that bragging rights, man. I'm the 2022 walking champion right here. Yeah, that's the bugger. All right. So, how many steps do you do a day? Just roughly, just so we can gauge where we need to, what we need to challenge ourselves to do.
So I'm a mother of 8, so I do a lot. I do a lot of steps per day. So I can do anywhere from 2,000 steps upwards. My day is very busy. My week is very hectic, and I'm always on the go and on the move. So I'm quite fortunate that we can use this opportunity to really grow that and encourage whānau to get out there and do it. It's simple. It's easy.
I don't meet very many people who have more children than me. I've got 7 kids myself. So you got a mother of 8. You're one above me. All right. Well, you can still get some praise in my old. That's the one. So go ahead and multiply, says the Lord.
Absolutely.
So do your kids get out there and do a lot of exercises as well? Do you get them out there?
Yeah, they do. They do get out there quite a lot. So they live very busy, active lives. A couple of them don't. A couple of them are a bit mangere.
Do more fortnight.
I see this as the perfect opportunity for us as a whānau to get involved, create that incentive by saying, hey, come on, let's do this so that we can have a chance at winning some of those prizes. Not only that, get our name on the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's the one. And get some prizes while we at it. All right, moving on to COVID-19 right now and the Te Kohao Health. I know that you fellas are open, I think, 7 days a week. How do people come along and get themselves tested? One thing, though, do you have rats available at Te Kohao Health?
Yes, I believe we will be having those available.
Excellent. I got a rats test yesterday. It's a lot more comfortable than getting the PCR test. I tell you what, I felt like my eyeball was going to pop out when I got that done the other day. But I mean, I had a rats test yesterday just to check it out. Of course, COVID is in Huntley at the moment, and one of our kura shut down at this stage. And I'm hoping that those who have been, of course, contacted this illness, ka piki te ora ki runga ki a rātou. So rats is definitely a better option than the PCR. Other than that, what times are you open and when can people come in to get tested or even get vaxxed?
Yeah, so people can come in Monday to Saturday, I think it is, to be tested. And you don't need an appointment. You can just come straight through. We have a drive-through testing station that you can get the PCR. And like you said, I would prefer the rats test as opposed to the PCR. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you do test positive for COVID, once you've done a rat test, we highly recommend that you go and get the PCR test to get that confirmed.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so open 7 days a week. You don't need to make an appointment. Maybe walk there and get some points on your app as well. So once again, what is the name of the app and how do we download it?
So the app. So at the moment, it's in prototype stage. It's going to be called Beat the Feet to 1 Million Steps. And it's a very simple app to use. There's nothing complicated about it. And, you know, someone said to me, there's a million apps. We've got them all over our phone. Why would we use yours? And it's like, well, you know, at the end of the day, what we see with those millions of apps that are available to the community is that there's just no incentive to use them. And so that's where Healthy Families app is, you know, is different. And obviously we've created those incentives for people to come in and use it.
Why beat the feet to 1 million steps. Okay, so it's in the prototype stage as well right now. So when would that be actually available for people to download?
Yeah, so we're looking at within about 3 months' time. Initially, we're going to start with ourselves, you know, because if we want to encourage healthy communities, we really, as an organisation and as kaimahi, we really have to look at ourselves first. You know, if we want people to take that seriously and we want to encourage that, then it actually starts with us as staff leading the way to encourage that.
Absolutely. All right, Kitty Lee, I'm going to throw the rako to you. If there's anything you got to say in closing, girlfriend.
I don't have a lot to say, which is really quite odd because usually I always have a lot to say. But I just want to encourage whānau, get out there, get walking, and of course stay safe. One of the you know, things that we can do as a whānau, and just something that we've adopted in our whānau, is just have a plan in place. Make sure that you've got a whānau plan in place. You know, and we understand that there are still whānau out there that are really hesitant about the testing and the vaccines and stuff, but I encourage whānau to get out there and at least have a plan in place until you are comfortable, until you've, you know, gone out and investigated it and you're comfortable to be able to go out and make those choices. But kia kaha tātou.
Ai, tautoko ka harawa atu ne. Ngā mihi kia koe kiri e te māreikura I whai wāhi atu kia tātou I tēnei ki o ngā ata. We'll catch up again in the near future, especially as we get closer to the time with that app being launched as well. And we'll keep encouraging people to get out there and beat the feet to 1 million steps. Ngā tino mihi kia koe.
Kia ora.
All right, there you go, whānau. Te Kohao Health, once again, beat the feet to 1 million steps in the next couple of months. That app will be available to you. And don't forget, heaps of prizes up for grabs as well. Get the whānau out there. Get a plan, as, of course, Kiri Lee had just told us, especially around Mateko Fiori, have a plan in place just in case one of the whānau get the disease. And also, just getting out there and getting healthy and beating the feet. Ka pai. All right, Te Kohao Health right there. And we get right back into the music with Rania Perehama. Anei te mai ata riri ko pūtahi.